I said something crazy, you guys. I said your relationship has to come before your kids. Happy Saturday, Savannah. Savannah. How about you? Amazing. Amazing. So good, you guys. So good. Like, life is awesome, but I mean, I manifested. I had my Saturday. Hubby and I did our Saturday thing. Love these. Love the lives. I took your test on which book to read. Ruled come back queen. Look at that. Is there something such as the one? There are. Everyone will be the one, right? Until you make enough mistakes, until you figure enough things out to understand what really is the one. So, listen, my first love was the one. The guy who beat me was the one. The ones who cheated on me were the one, right? Like, you get in a relationship, you get all in, and you're like, this is the one. And then you realize you're worth more than that. And then you meet the one that makes you feel safe, and you go, this is the one. And then you realize you don't have to sacrifice intimacy for safety. And then you go, this is the one. So ultimately, when you go through the ones and you realize, you get the lesson with every single one, you end up with the one. So it's all about ascending your way to the one, getting through the lessons. Ascending your way to the one, getting through the lessons. Ascending your way to the one, getting through the lessons. You're so cute. The nook in the bottom left corner. Is this my left? What's the nook? This one? How do I bring up marriage conversation with my partner? Well, geez, before you get in a relationship with them, that's when you bring up the marriage conversation. Right? Like, hey, I just want to let you know, the book. So the marriage conversation goes like this, and you should be having this before you kiss, but failing that, have it now. Hey, I just want to let you know, I'm done my playtime. I really want to get married, have kids, whatever it is you want to do, right? What are your goals? What are your couple goals? This is when I want to get married. This is when I want to get engaged. This is when I want to live together. What are your goals? This is a board meeting. This isn't like, hey, do you want me? No, this is what I want. Are you on board? Because I need to be with somebody who's on board with my life plan. Hi, you saved my relationship. Thank you. Book is on the way right now. That's amazing. I'm here for that. My insecurities are ruining my relationship, and you only treat me with respect while I sabotage. This sounds like it's a coaching session, my love. Sounds like it's a coaching session. Yay, you're live. Needed a break from my study rush that comes with the end of the semester. Do you know how to deal with when your husband is recovering alcoholic? I feel like I'm dying some days. That would be a coaching session. Because, I need to know what's going on. I need to know what's happening. I need to know the behaviors that are going on. Right? Need to know the behaviors that are going on. I've lost feelings and not really care like I used to for my boyfriend. I don't know how to talk to him about it. Be upfront. Like, really be upfront. Guys, we become afraid of honesty because we're just like, I think it's a fear of the unknown, right? We're not having the conversation in our head. So have the conversation in your head. Like, be upfront, be honest, say what you need to say, and do that in your head, right? Practice it in your head. If I say this, he's going to say that. So I'm going to respond this. And then he's going to say this in return. And then I'm going to respond this. Have the conversation in your head. If need be, come get a coaching session with me, because I role play with people when they're trying to, like, when they want to have a difficult conversation. and I'll play the other person, or I'll play them, right? I'll play them and they'll play the other person, giving back the responses that they think they're going to get. And I give the responses that they should be giving. Is it possible to have too much standards, and is it bad? So you have all the standards you want, right? Like have all the standards you want. But when you're writing your perfect partner list, put so many things on there that you leave room for compromise. Every relationship requires compromise. So make sure that you are open-minded to compromise. I've read Fix That Shit. My husband and I reconciled and withdrew our divorce, but I know I deserve better. Oh my goodness, my love. Interesting turn of events. Is he not changing? My girlfriend broke up with me this week because she didn't want to fix the issues in the relationship. What to do? You got to let her go, right? When somebody says, that's it, I can't do this, you got to let them go. I want the ring first, but he's looking at apartments first. I feel he's hesitant. So ask for a cheap ring. Make it a cheap ring, right? If he wants to be financially stable first, if he wants to build a nest first, say, I support you. Like I'm with you. Like let's build a life together. I'm all in for that. If he's making it about building a life, and you're making it about the value, like it's got to be an expensive ring that's got to come first, he's not going to value you because you don't value his goals. So show him that you value his goal of building a life and say, absolutely, I'm on board. I totally want to do this with you. It hits different when you're engaged. It hits even different when you're married. I really want that feeling of being engaged as we move in together and we begin building this life together. And I want you to understand, I don't need a real diamond, right? Nobody's going around with like the little thing that you touch a diamond with that goes red or green that's going to tell them if it's a real diamond. I don't care if it's fake. It can be $100. I don't care. But I want us to be engaged. I told him I don't care if my ring is $10. It's perfect. Asked for moissanite, and he said he wants to propose when he's ready. Well, it is what it is, love. But if you've got a timeline, you better tell him. I told my husband my timeline. When it came to us living together, looking like a meal today. So my husband didn't want us to live together while he was raising his kids. So I said, okay, I respect that. But when your youngest is 18, that's when it's our turn to live together because I'm not going to wait forever. And he said, fair enough. And it turns out we lived together before the youngest was 18. So set your timeline. It's really important, you guys, to set your timeline. Let them know I'm not waiting forever. I've got goals. I've got plans. There are things that I want. You need to know what I want. You need to know when I want it. So that if that timeline goes by, now you have a standing to say, hey, I let you know what it was that I wanted, and you don't seem to care. You're not on my path. We're not going in the same direction. I need to be with somebody who has the same goals I do, who has the same timelines I do. I don't want a mismatch of fundamental values. Long distance relationship advice is don't fight because you can't hug. You can't create that oxytocin afterwards. It's very important to create that oxytocin after a fight so that you rebond. Oxytocin is the bonding chemical. Don't fight. Make sure you got Fix That Shit and do not fight because it makes your relationship susceptible. And susceptibility is what creates splits and cheating. I told him by September, but he's looking at apartments and asked me if I still wanted to get engaged. So my love, can't do a coaching session on a live. So if you do want to, get a coaching session to like maybe work through this some more, we can absolutely do that. Do you think it's worth it to get into a relationship knowing the person might move? So there's kind of like there's a ticking clock, right? So it's up to you, right? It's up to you. Do you want to be in a relationship that has a countdown? Are the if you want responses normal? Yes. A good man who respects you and cares about you wants you to be happy. This is a fundamental desire woven into their DNA. They seek the lines here beside our eyes. It's a desire, it's an instinct to see happiness on our face. There's an evolutionary purpose to that. Because if the mother is happy, the child thrives. If the mother is not, then, her mood, right? Women are the emotional center of the child. So the child's, ability to thrive and be happy is dependent on its mother's. So men are designed to want us to be happy. And good men are easygoing. Good men don't want to control you. So when you say, do you want me to come over? He's thinking, I had a to-do list tomorrow, but I'm okay with you being here while I do my thing because I like your companionship and I want to build a life with you. So yeah, if you want to come over tomorrow while I do my things, that's totally fine. It'd be interesting to see how we jive, just being companionshipy, right? Not datey, but companionshipy. So yeah, if you want to come over tomorrow, if you want, right? And they say if you want. So if you want to go hang out, if you want to just be around while they do their thing, if you want to bring a book, if you want to watch TV while they do that, that's totally fine. It is absolutely fine. But just so you know, they're not planning on entertaining you. Go over, hang out, chill, make it home, make yourself at home. What are the red flags to look for in a woman before getting serious? Somebody who, listen, I've worked in strip clubs, right? So I've seen women, take advantage of men's crushes for them. I've seen non-strippers be just as stripper-y. So look for the kind of woman who is grateful for what you do and begins to show affection. Look for the kind of woman who is okay with taking walks instead of going out to dinner, because it's more about getting to know you than it is about the cost of the date. Look for a woman who's reciprocal, right? Like, put your best foot forward, but does she put her best foot forward in response? When's a good time to bring up the what are we in long distance without looking desperate? It's not the what are we, it's what I want, right? What are we is like, this is up to you. You're disempowered. If it's in their hand to make that decision, you are disempowered. It's not what are we, it's what I want. Hey, I just want to let you know I'm done my playtime and I'm looking for a committed long-term relationship because I want to get married, buy a house, have kids one day. What about you? So you claimed what it was that you wanted for yourself and then you threw it back. Where are you at in your life? And if they say, yeah, I want the same things, then you go, great. Do you see us getting there together? And if they're like, oh no, I'm really not ready for a relationship, goodbye, shut it down. They're not on the same page as you are. They don't want the same things as you are. They're not as prepared as you are. Don't play the hoping game. Don't just hang around and hope that the time, attention, convenience you give them is going to get them to shift over. How do you get over the guilt of being the toxic one in a past relationship? You have to be in the moment, right? So getting over the guilt means you're in your mind, in your imagination, you're spinning. But what is reality? What is reality? Reality is the antidote to imagination. So if you find yourself spinning in emotions because you're spinning in your mind, in your imagination, say, wait a second, what is reality? And bring yourself back to reality. By which month should I mention that before you kiss? Why waste time? Why are you going to pick one person, right? And you're going to put blinders on and you're going to hope that they want the same thing before you actually have the conversation about what it is that they want. before you kiss. You have that conversation before you kiss. I just started working with my ex from years ago. Advice. Obviously you guys get along. I don't see anything, if he disrespects you, then put him in his place. Guys, who wants a notification when I go live? Say, I do. I keep dreaming about my ex. It's so vivid. What does that mean? It means they have a neural pathway in your brain, just like everything else in your life does, right? Like, are you weirded out if you have a dream about eating? Doesn't bother you as much, right? You don't question that if you have a dream about riding the bus, or you have a dream about eating, or you have a dream about getting on a plane, or, having a mundane conversation, right? But, ooh, I dreamt about my ex. That must be meaningful. No, it's not. It's a neural pathway that fired off while you were sleeping. I do. Okay, those of you who want a notification when I go live, click my picture here once or twice. You're going to get a pop-up. And the pop-up is a bell. When you click the bell, say, I just did. 3 months too soon to say I love you? Yes, it is. Wait at least 6. I keep dreaming about an ex from 25 years ago. No attraction now. It doesn't bother me. Exactly. It's just a neural pathway. My boyfriend has been at grad school events since Thursday and hasn't talked to me much. Feeling sad. Yay! All my loves joining in. Yeah, married 15 years, still think about my ex every day, 15 years later, yeah. Do you know why you're still thinking about them every day? Because every day you think about them. So when you think about them, how long do you sit in that thought? Because the more you travel down a neural pathway, the deeper you carve it. So if every day you're like, oh my God, I'm thinking about them again, you've created a habit. So now thinking about them every day is habitual. Love listening to your info. Thank you. Can I pay you to do a private? Yes. Those of you who want help in your situation, calm your mind, figure something out, get a plan, clarify, go to my bio, click on the link tree. There's a one-on-one button. Click on that. It's going to take you to a page. Follow the instructions and you can book yourself in. How long is too long to wait for someone from a dating app to ask you out? Is it okay to ask him? You can ask him, yeah, absolutely. Like, say, hey, you know what? I think I'm ready to meet you. Why don't we get together and grab a coffee and go for a walk? By the way, don't be focused on just one person at a time, because you're wasting time when you do that. Because who knows at what point this one is going to fizzle out for whatever reason. So keep your options open, keep looking. Don't stop looking until you find the person that is so interesting. And I don't mean just interesting to you, but also interested in you. And not just for a week or a month, but like month and a half, 2 months, right? How to heal from anxious attachment? First of all, strip the label. Strip the label. It's not necessary. It is unnecessary. Neuroplasticity means you can literally change the shape of your brain. You don't need to be anxious, right? You don't need to be anxious. You can shrink your amygdala, which is where stress, fear, and anxiety comes from. So since you can change the shape of your brain, and by the way, you can also increase your, you shrink your amygdala and you increase your hippocampus. So you decrease your capacity to feel stress, fear, and anxiety. You increase your introspection and compassion. So how you feel about yourself. So this really calms you down. So you don't need the label. You just need to change the shape of your brain. You need to start meditating. You need to start telling yourself the right things. You need to have the right perspective. You need to redirect your thoughts. You can control what happens in your body and in your brain. So the label is unnecessary. All we need to do is talk about the behaviors that are getting in your way, eliminate the step where they slap you with a label after that, and go straight to the step where you start using the behaviors that undo the negative behaviors that are getting in your way, so that you start having a more productive love life, more productive life, more productive thought patterns. So for those of you who want to start meditating, go to my YouTube channel. Track number 2 is a 10-minute love signal. Go listen to that with headphones at least once a day. I dropped out of university twice. The first time I really had no intent in getting a degree. I just went for philosophy, just for curiosity. And then the second time I was going to get a degree, and then I realized I wanted to work for myself instead of for a company, organization. And the employer that I was gonna go apply to, which was me, wasn't requiring a degree, so I didn't need to get a degree to come work for me. So then I dropped out of university and just got straight to writing my books, doing more research, doing more study, putting together a platform, and making sure that I was prepared to launch a business where I could help you guys out. I can see your comments, yeah. Is it normal to not feel empathy in the heat of the moment when mad but feel guilty when calm? Yeah, emotions are normal, period, right? Emotions are normal. Oh, so can you repeat what you said to listen to once a day? So go to my YouTube channel, go to my Let's Meditate playlist, go to YouTube, you can type Canada's Dating Coach, or you can go into the link to my bio. There's a link to my YouTube channel in there. Go to my Let's Meditate playlist. Track number 2 is a 10-minute love signal. Listen to it at least once a day with headphones. If you really want to learn to meditate, come get a coaching session. You know, I can help you undo these anxious tendencies, this attaching to the wrong ideas, to the wrong thoughts. He yelled at me, apologized after we cooled off. So, you know, this is situational, right? This is situational. If you want me to assess your relationship and see if you're in the right relationship, if you want me to give you advice, come get a coaching session. Can I cure COVID? I don't know. I haven't tried. Thank you. What do you do while listening? Bring your focus back. Just keep bringing your focus back to the music. Bringing your focus back is meditation. Every time you're in the here and now, every time you're present with yourself, that is meditation. I do suggest you grab one of my books to help you. Like if you're single, no more assholes. I do help you reduce anxiety so you're not anxiously choosing a partner, or fix that shit so that you're reducing your anxiety in your relationship and not vomiting into your relationship. So the cost of coaching sessions depends on what you choose. Go to my bio, click on the link tree, and you're going to see the one-on-one button. Click on that, it takes you to a page. You can see the options there. Yeah, if you want to get a private session, go click the one-on-one button. Oh, he wants his mom to live with us in the future. I don't want this. Can this be solved without arguing? Live with us in the future. I don't want this. Can this be solved without arguing? What you were talking about is fundamental. With us in the future. I don't want this. Can this be solved without arguing? What you were talking about is fundamental values. So your fundamental value is we don't have a parent living in our home. His fundamental value is we have my parent living in our home. This is a mismatch of fundamental values. One of you will have to sacrifice your fundamental value. So who's going to be the unhappy one? Are you going to sacrifice it, or is he going to put his mom in a home and be mad at you because he put his mom in a home and that's inconvenient and he loves her and she's angry at him and he feels bad? Are you going to sacrifice so his mom comes and lives with you and you are upset that there's an extra person in the home and you don't feel like you have your privacy and you don't feel like your home is your own? You guys are not matched. You are not matched. Your fundamental values are mismatched, which means one of you giving up your fundamental value means one of you is going to be miserable. So who's it going to be? I've been to many live sessions. You've never answered. Okay. Oh, is it possible that my toxic ex is really the love of my life, or should I move on? You should move on. You should grab no more assholes. Knowledge is power. When you don't understand what you should be with, you think wrong is right because you don't know better. When you know better, you do better. I like to lay down while I meditate, but it's easy for you to fall asleep. Yeah. If it's easy for you to fall asleep, then sit up doing it. Hello, my love. If I don't get to your question and you want help with your problem, do book yourself in for a one-on-one coaching session. I can't answer everyone's questions. Talk fundamental values early, yes indeed, my love. There's fundamental values early, yes indeed, my love. There's someone out there with the same values you have, yeah. Honestly, you guys, you need to talk about your fundamental values before you kiss. You need to know if you have a mismatch of fundamental values before you kiss. You need to know if you have a mismatch of fundamental values before you get in a relationship. Values before you kiss. You need to know if you have a mismatch of fundamental values before you get in a relationship. Like, if you want kids and they don't, you need to know this before you get in a relationship. If you want to get married and they don't, you need to know this before you get into a relationship. If you don't want in-laws in the house and they want their parents in the house, you need to know this before you kiss and commit to this person. You need to know what is going to not match up before you get in a relationship. Guys, you are kissing just to find out you're actually not a good match. And now you're hurt. You're like, what am I going to do? The thought of a breakup makes you feel distressed because you're invested. It doesn't make sense. The stuff that I teach you, see where it goes. Have these conversations. Kiss the person who's aligned with what you want. What book is best for learning to not seek toxic people and their habits, running from good? So No More Assholes is the one that's going to help you find the right relationship. How do you know they're the one? First of all, have all the conversations before you kiss, right? Have the important conversations before you kiss. So do you have a list of fundamental values to go through? No, you have to think about what's important to you because people are different. Some people want to raise their kids under a certain religion. Some people want to have open relationships. What are your fundamental values? You need to think about what is important to you as couple goals: marriage, kids, religion, travel, not having in-laws in the home. What is important to you? If you want your parents to move in with you, that's a fundamental value. That's something you need to discuss with somebody before you kiss and commit to them. Hey, in Melbourne, Australia. In Melbourne, Australia. We've been together for over a year. He hasn't made it official. Oh, so you're friends with benefits. So you played the hoping game. You played the hoping game. That's dangerous to play the hoping game. Now you might have wasted a year. Time to have the conversation where you say, hey, I'm done. I play the hoping game. Now you might have wasted a year. Time to have the conversation where you say, hey, I'm done my playtime. I really want a committed long-term relationship because I want to get married. I want to buy a house. I want to have kids. I want to travel. What about you? And if he says, no, that's not what I want, you have to leave it. How do you know they're the one? So you have all these conversations about fundamental values and they line up. So in addition to that, they make you laugh more than anybody else. They are loyal and devoted. They are hardworking. They practice the 3 Ps: protect, profess, provide. They pass the 12 character traits in No More Assholes, getting at least a 9 out of 12. That's the one. How do you let someone go? With courage, my love. Courage. Breakup sandwich. This is why you're great. This is why it's not working. This is why you'll be great for someone else. And have the courage to do it. You're so mindfully and eloquently spoken. Thank you. Your high EQ is so noticeable in how you address us. Is that right? I never thought of it that way. I appreciate that. Do you help with creating an online dating profile to attract suitable men? All the time. All the time, my love. Yes, I do. Yeah, like pictures. I write your bio for you. I'm really good at it. Would you recommend going back to first session? For example, booking Sunday 8 to 9. I don't understand that question. Sunday 8 to 9 and 9 to 10. Doing back-to-back first session. Would you recommend doing back-to-back first session? I don't have Sunday sessions. I don't know if you're asking like booking 2 sessions. I don't understand what that's for. I don't fully understand what that was for. Oh. Is dating someone with trust issues realistic? So people with unresolved trust issues, people who don't take responsibility for their emotions and their behaviors, which is how you exhibit, like how you notice somebody has trust issues, right? Because they for their emotions and their behaviors, which is how you exhibit, like how you notice somebody has trust issues, right? Because they vomit on you. I don't believe you. I don't, which is how you exhibit, like how you notice somebody has trust issues, right? Because they vomit on you. I don't believe you. I don't trust you. Where did you go? Who did you talk to? Can I see your phone? Better be home by a certain time. Better not be girls there, right? They're vomiting their trust issues on you. This makes a relationship really difficult. And if they always make you the scapegoat of their trust issues, you will eventually break up, because either they're just going to think you're doing things that you're not, and so they're going to leave you, or you're going to leave them because they don't see you if you have integrity and loyalty, and you become frustrated with that. Is it okay to go on a date a day after a breakup? Yeah, but use a no kissing, no sleepovers for 3 months dating rule. Don't rush into something. Don't make the same mistake, right? Don't choose a stranger again and then go through the whole thing where you have this amazing honeymoon phase and you think they're so great, because guess what? You're both on best behavior syndrome and you're high on your own chemicals and you're missing all the red flags. And then those 3 months die off, the honeymoon dies off, and then you go, ooh, red flags. But we can get so good again. No, that wasn't reality. But you try, don't you, to get back to that stage, and it doesn't happen because it wasn't real anyway. And now you're in for 6 months, a year, then you had an escalation of commitment. You go, but I've been in this for so long, I've given so much, I don't want to walk away and lose what I invested. So then you put in another 6 months until you finally give up. So don't do that. Don't do that. Use a no kissing for 3 months dating rule. Read No More Assholes. Knowledge is power. Eyes wide open, guys. When you get into a relationship, eyes wide open. Don't kiss to see where it goes. See where it goes. Kiss the right one. How does the no kissing for 3 months dating rule work when you see each other every 2 weeks? FaceTime. Get to know each other. Booking 2 sessions in a row. Yep. Is you can go ahead and book in 2 sessions in a row. And so, you know, what you can do is book the two times, right? Book the 2 time frames. And then I'll just make sure that, you know, it's adjusted in my calendar to, you know, squish your time in together. your time in together. It was really cute the other day, because I do get people who do that, by the way, who will get 2 sessions in a row, and sometimes they do it preemptively, but sometimes I'm in a session with somebody and they don't want it to end, so then they just like really quickly go online and they pay their next session, and we just continue on with our session. The girl last time, she said, I'm addicted. What did she say? I'm addicted to this progress. I don't want to stop right now. I'm addicted to this progress, which is really cute. Why does my boyfriend go to other girls for comfort and not me? Because he's a guy and not a man. So he keeps ego boosts around. And so they get to feel good about their relationship with him because they make him feel better, right? Look at me, I'm such a good friend. I get to make you feel better. I get to make you happier. And he gets to boost his ego with their attention. What do you mean you write a bio for us? So when you go online dating, you need to write something about yourself. Don't just put pictures up, because what you put in your bio is a hook for somebody who's looking for a relationship. Guys who are just looking for booty are not reading bios. They don't care about you. They don't care what you write about yourself. They're just looking for a pretty girl. And so they're spam, messaging girls all day long. Hey, beautiful. Hey, how's your day going? And like just super generic messages, right? It's important to have a great bio, because somebody who's looking for a relationship is looking for looking for their person. They're looking for you, right? You want the person who's looking for you. So you do need to be descriptive about yourself. So I want to be with somebody who's looking for me. I don't want to be with somebody who's looking for somebody, right? I want the one who's looking for me. That's the one I want. So writing a great bio means you're going to hook the person who's looking for you. How to talk to your crush when you're really nervous? Ask questions. Thanks for always helping. You're welcome. Should you date if you have conflicting political views? So sometimes people are super passionate about their political views, and they need to be with somebody who agrees with them. My husband is a conservative. I am a liberal. And we respect each other. So I respect that you are different. I respect you have your own views. I'm not trying to change your mind. You can be different from me, and that's okay. It doesn't cause conflict. We simply don't talk politics. So it's up to you. Do you need somebody to be on the same side as you, or can you respect somebody being on the opposite end of the spectrum? So if you want to know what questions to ask on a date, No More Assholes has 15 questions, and each of these leads into a whole topic of conversation. Been long distance for 1.5 years, starting to lose feelings. Michaela, hello, I see you. So what do I do? Not seen him since COVID. So let him know. Let him know what's going on. Let him know, I need to let you know that, I need to let you know that this is really hard on me, and I'm not feeling like I want to stay in this relationship anymore. Can you please tell me again how to book a one-on-one with you? Yes, my love. Go to my bio, click on the link tree, click the one-on-one button. It takes you to a page. Follow the instructions on the page to book yourself in for a session. Oh, I got a major crush on a coworker. Who knows where I'm going with this? Should I try to pursue this, or am I going to ruin everything? You're going to ruin everything. You're going to potentially, and when I say potentially, I mean a good chance, you're going to potentially fuck up your life. There's no sugarcoating this. Haven't seen your hair straight yet? It's pretty. Thank you. There's no sugarcoating this. you are thinking best case scenario because you are seeing work Eric, right? You're not seeing real life Eric. You're seeing work Eric. And you're thinking, wow, work Eric is so amazing. He's so cute. He's so sweet. He's so funny. He's always in a good mood. Yeah, that's work Eric. That's work Eric, my love. But what if work Eric is very different from real life Eric? What if real life Eric is a dick? What if he's an asshole? And let me tell you, real life Eric, he wakes up crusty in the morning, right? What are his bad habits? You don't know. You don't know. So don't put yourself in a position of worst case scenario, which is you date him, it doesn't work out, turns out he's a cheater. You're super mad at him. So now every morning on the drive to work, you're getting worked up because you have to face somebody you hate. All day during work, you're at work with somebody you hate. When you're laying in bed at night trying to fall asleep, do you know what you're thinking about? How tomorrow you have to get up and go face somebody you hate. Don't put yourself through that. Thoughts on catfishing him to see if he will cheat? Well, have I catfished? Guys, do you think I've ever catfished before? What do you think? Yes or no? Great communication, yes. Do you guys think I've ever catfished before? We got in an argument. He hasn't spoken to me all day. What do? You get a copy of Fix That Shit and you start reading it right away. Never sleep or date a coworker. Exactly. How intimate can you get during the no kissing for 3 months dating period? No kissing, no sleepovers, right? But affection is in, yet affection is earned. Affection is something you do when you feel warm and fuzzy. If you don't feel warm and fuzzy, do not show affection. The way that people are kissing right now, look at all these yeses. Catfishing is when you pretend to be someone else online. I can see your comments, yes. Right, so affection, right? Affection is in. The way that we're dating right now, we're kissing by the 4th date because we're afraid of losing the opportunity to get into a relationship. Put the fear aside. Do not let fear dictate your behaviors. Get into a relationship with somebody that you feel genuinely fond of. Today's dating culture is messing you up because you're getting in a relationship with somebody before you're actually fond of them. So using 3 months to get to know them means you develop genuine intimacy and fondness and insight and knowledge about a person before you kiss and start a relationship. So holding hands, guys, holding hands, slow dancing in the kitchen. So I'm looking, guys, holding hands, slow dancing in the kitchen. So I'm looking at all these people who say I catfish or don't catfish. I love reading your books. Thank you. Thank you. So yes, I want the stories. Somebody's like, yeah. We got 1 no. Oh, a couple no's, lots of yeses. No, you haven't, a couple of no's. Kind of split there. I have catfished. Love your hair, thank you. I have catfished. And I found out that my ex was, in fact, being shady online. So I'm okay with catfishing. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with you finding out the truth, right? I'm okay with you finding out the truth. I'm okay with you using means to find out the truth. Let's hear the story. Okay, so when I was 24, 25, I had a boyfriend. He was American. Ooh, tell the story. I had a boyfriend who was American. Do you tell them you don't want to kiss for 3 months? Yes, before they move in for a kiss. My love, you need to get no more assholes. You need to get no more assholes. You need to understand everything about how to do the no kissing for 3 months dating rule. So my boyfriend was in Boston for the first year of our relationship, New York City for the second year of our relationship, Manhattan, which was really cool actually, like really close to Central Park. So I go visit him, and I'm home alone while he's at work. And I go online and I see that, he's chatting with this girl online, and she sent him like not bare boob, but like a booby pic. And I'm like, what the fuck is this, right? And so I confront him about it, and he's like, no, it's not what you think, blah, blah, blah. She thought I was someone else, yada, yada, yada. I made up this whole story. So I'm like, okay, I believe you. I go back home. I'm like, nah, this isn't sitting right. So I go on to that site where where he was talking with that girl, and ended up talking to a girl that he was talking to. And it was a single site, by the way. It was a single site, and I ended up talking to a girl that he was talking to. And it was a girl that he was talking to. And it was a single site, by the way. It was a single site, and I ended up talking to a girl that he was talking to. Like, I found a girl he was actually talking to. I pretended to be another girl that had been talking to him online. And I said, like you're talking to this guy, right? And she's like, yeah. And I go, like, he's single, right? And she goes, yeah, he's single. I'm, oh, motherfucker. So, yeah, I found out. They always be saying it's not what you think, right? I love a man. Rule it. That's right. Love a man who's not on social media. People ask me if I'm a catfish on my online dating profile. I'm not. That's cute. Do I wait for him to reach out to me since he never responded to my message this morning? Yes. Yes, indeed. Or if you actually want an answer that's educated, because I don't know, to be honest, right? I don't know what happened. I don't know who started the fight. Maybe you need to write a 3-part apology, right? I don't know. So if you want actual advice on a particular situation, you do need to get a coaching session, because I need to unpack what happened, right? I got to ask a lot of questions. What kind of person is he? What happened? What are the behaviors? How did you respond? What are your behaviors? What is going on? So when it comes to helping you with a situation, I got to unpack it, you guys. I got to ask the questions. I love hearing your stories. I got a lot of stories. I love when you tell stories about yourself. I catfished a few times. I'm a detective, you guys. I catfished a few times. Not gonna lie. I catfished a few times. I will go get the truth. Don't you dare lie to me. I will go get the truth. I have found out the truth so many times in so many ways about so many people. I am a Scorpio. We are natural detectives. I'm Michaela. Oh, no more assholes. I love your vibes and advices. I love how you guys say advices, how you make it plural like that. It's so cute. I feel like catfishing is okay if you have a legitimate reason of suspicion to not trust them. I completely agree, right? If your spidey senses are going off, if their behavior is shady, go get the proof. I support you 100%, because you cannot make an accusation without the proof. If you make an accusation without proof, then all they say is, no, that's not true. They deny it, right? Get the proof, make the accusation. How to get over an ex. You got to get comeback queen. This is the process of putting your heart back together after a breakup. And then no more assholes. Make sure you don't end up with somebody like that again. How do I stop trying to fix everything immediately in my relationship? Get functional. Gotta fix that shit. Understand how to functionally fix your relationship. Guys, do you notice my shirt is sparkly? 3-part apologies. You should do more on those. Who wants me to tell you what a 3-part apology is? Mr. Swish? Hello. Guys, who wants a notification when I go live? Long time no see. Love the hair. Thank you. Cassidy. How to block out thinking about your past partners. you have to come up with where you want to go, right? So it's called a redirect. So where are you going to redirect to? What is your redirect thought? What is your alternate mantra to shift your thoughts away? You have to come up with that. I'd like to know how to find a godly wife. I'm scared to date after the last one lied so much. Go to church. Go to churches. Go to different churches. Could you use a 3 months no kissing rule if you and your ex are trying to work things out again? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to grab a glass of water. So, I have to say I've made a sad discovery about my evolution. Quartz, ruby, amethyst. Your shirt is very nice. Thank you. Okay, my Mies. Hello, my Mies. I see you. I see you. Those of you who want a notification when I go live, click my picture here once or twice. You're going to get a pop-up. In the pop-up is a bell. Click on the bell when you do that. Say, I just did. Your necklace stones. Oh, my necklace stones. I honestly don't know. I don't think they're the precious ones, because this is an Anne Klein. A lot of you guys love my necklaces. A lot of my necklaces are Anne Klein. I love Anne Klein jewelry. It's very feminine. There's Anne Klein jewelry. It's very feminine. There's like obviously not all of it, right? I'm very specific on the ones that I like to choose. But I find that some of her designs are really feminine. Like, obviously not all of it, right? I'm very specific on the ones that I like to choose. But I find that some of her designs are really feminine and unique. Like, obviously not all of it, right? I'm very specific on the ones that I like to choose. Her designs are really feminine and unique. What were you going to say about the no kissing for 3 months dating rule? Hello again. Lovely, thank you. I bought your book right now. How do I access it? Okay, so you should also in your invoice, right? So go check your receipt that you got. There should be instructions, right, on how to download it. So go and make sure you have the Kindle app on your device, right? Download the Kindle app and then download the links onto your device and then upload the links onto your Kindle app. If you don't know how to do that, Google your device, how to load an ebook onto Kindle on this particular device. Yeah, so the 3-part apology is I'm sorry for all the behaviors you need to take responsibility for. Don't leave anything out. Literally leave them speechless. Leave them unable to say yeah, but, because you left something out. If they can say yeah, but, you didn't do it well enough. You let ego get in your way. The second part is I realized that this is the emotional outcome it had on them. Again, leave them speechless. If they can say, yeah, but you don't understand how it made me feel. You let ego get in your way. You didn't do it thoroughly enough. The third part is this is my plan for not doing this again. So what are you going to do so that this doesn't happen again? What is your plan? Make sure you have that. Are any of your books on Audible? No. Audible wants 70% of the proceeds. I do have an audio book. It's Fix That Shit. You can get that through the link tree in my bio. And I do narrate it. I'm doing audiobooks again, you guys. How to avoid doubts in a long distance relationship? Get a partner who is trustworthy and loyal. My boyfriend hasn't said the exact words "we are over," so I don't know what's going on. I don't know what your conversation was, my love. So I can't answer that either. If you wanted me to help you sort through that, you could get a coaching session so that I can unpack it and ask all the questions necessary to help me understand, so I can help you understand. Guys, does anybody want me to do a book walkthrough? Anybody want a book walkthrough? Are they all here? Could it be? Yes, look at that. So these are my books, all 8 of them. When you catfish and don't find anything, aren't you going behind his back and do you tell him that you did? So, no, you don't tell him, right? So first of all, if you don't find anything, chances are you shouldn't have catfished, because your spidey senses went off for nothing. You were being overly insecure, maybe. If you don't find something, then it means your intuition is off. It means you are too insecure. But you don't need to tell him, right? Like when are you gonna say, "Hey baby, I checked up and you're actually doing okay," right? Like, you don't need to say that. You just need to treat him like he is being trustworthy. What would you call a guy who tries to bring up the past almost as a weapon against you? I would have a conversation with him where I say, I'm not going to be in a relationship with somebody who doesn't control their thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. So if you are going to go into a state because you think about my past and then vomit that on me, this is not the relationship for me. You need to control your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. Otherwise, I'm not going to stay. I keep doubting my relationship, but he fulfills 9 of the 12 qualities. Should I stop worrying? If he's a trustworthy partner, then yes. And boyfriend and I are on a break so he can better himself. How do I deal with this? You are on a breakup. You have broken up. Grab no more assholes. Redefine your next relationship. And use a no kissing for 3 months dating rule and get back out there, right? You're not in limbo. Nobody gets to say to you, I don't want to be with you, but I don't want you to be with anybody else. You are not in limbo. Don't put yourself in limbo. Don't let anybody put you in limbo. Go work on yourself since you're not ready for a relationship. It's a shame that we got in a relationship before you were ready. So go work on yourself, but I'm not waiting. I'm not staying in limbo because that's not fair. How do you know someone's your soulmate? I love that. Thank you. You're welcome. That's a good question. That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know how it would be for you. I know for me, it was a voice in my head that said it could be so good if only we could clear the static. And it was a feeling like every time we hugged, it was a puzzle piece. What are the 12 qualities the person was asking about? So those are in No More Assholes. That is the one trade secret that I don't tell. So if you want to learn what the 12 qualities are, you do have to get No More Assholes. I do also use the 12 qualities when people are wondering how to fix their relationship, or sometimes, should I stay or should I go? So honestly, sometimes people come to me because they want to fix a relationship, but I go, I get like a sense, right? I get a sense that I should dig a little deeper instead of going straight into solutions on how to stay. I get a feeling and I go, do you want to maybe go through the 12 qualities and see if maybe this is a relationship that you should stay in or not? Like, do you want to just be objective and just grade his paper and see if this is a generous long-term thinker or a selfish short-term thinker. Because if you're with a selfish short-term thinker, my advice isn't work harder. My advice is to let go of the selfish short-term thinker and get with the generous long-term thinker, because that's where the effort is worth it. If you are trying to fix the shit with a selfish short-term thinker, you might as well be running straight into a brick wall over and over and over again. You're not going to get anywhere, because they are in selfish short-term thinking mode. They're actually not ready to be a good partner. So you need to let go of the person who's not ready to be a good partner, so you can get into a relationship with the person who is ready to be a good partner. Here to learn. I love it. Like all your content. So well done. Thank you. Heartwarming. Thank you. Soulmate, they change. So disgusting. Best wishes with that one. Ooh, somebody's vomiting. Thank you. So my husband is my soulmate, and my answer about soulmates before him was the same answer I have about life after death. I don't know. I'll find out when it happens, right? But my husband and I have been together for 15 years. We fought for 10 years, and the voice kept saying it could be so good if only you could clear the static. My husband is a good man. My husband's a 12 out of 12. But we fought because of baggage and my insecurity. So once I worked on myself, guys, fix that shit is a journey, let me tell you. But there's nothing in there that I ask you to do that I haven't done myself. My husband and I haven't had a fight in 5 years. Every single day has love, devotion, intimacy, service to each other, as in love as a verb. So soulmate, not disgusting when it's the right person. Best wishes, awesome. I wish the same thing for everybody. I want everybody to have what I have. The best thing about me that was cute. The best thing about me having this is you get to see it. You get to understand that it exists so that you can make your way towards it. I'm drawing you a map, you guys, to get into that relationship with your soulmate where you're going to have no fights. I wouldn't say my husband is my soulmate, but I don't care. I love him and he's a great partner. That's amazing. I love that. That's a minimum right there for sure. I had a vision about my husband when I was in my 20s, and that's part of the reason why I think he's my soulmate. Because I literally had a vision about him in my 20s, and here he is. That and how strongly the voice was talking to me. It could be so good if only you could clear the static. So many signs for me that, and here's the thing, right? A soulmate never takes you down. A soulmate elevates you. That is part of the soulmate experience, is elevation, like wind beneath your wings, guys. I'm not joking. So I have evolved a lot. I evolved to stay in this relationship. I had to evolve to stay in this relationship, and it was so good for me. These are the lessons I teach you. This is the emotional intelligence. These are the tricks. These are the tactics. These are the things you need to understand. These are all things I needed to understand to stay in this relationship. I needed to mature. I needed to grow. I needed to grow, you guys, because this relationship was, it had to take me to a whole new level of maturity, certainty, confidence, calm, right? Like I did need to change to keep this partner because of the situations that he brought with him, but it made me a better person. And that's part of the soulmate experience, is are you with somebody that this experience makes you a better person? You rise up. So that's why I feel he's my soulmate. And then I take all these lessons and I teach you, and you elevate me. So he's part of, there's growth in being with him. There's growth in teaching what I learned through him. So yeah, this is a soul experience. Absolutely, 100%. Don't stop pushing and asking. We love that. Yes, always, always. I downloaded Kindle. What do I do with the invoice number? I'm so sorry. Do you have links? You should have an email. with links. There are links in your email, my love. You need to download the links onto your device and then into the Kindle. My soulmate was my grandmother. Do you think some people need to work on themselves first before getting into a relationship? A relationship is an amazing place to evolve because it hits your triggers. It hits your triggers. So a relationship is a wonderful place to grow and evolve. I'm encouraging my friend to get a session with you. Her ex keeps manipulating her. Yeah. And she needs a good talking to. Wow. My husband did love me more than I loved myself, and I did rise up to a whole new level of self-love. When is the book for guys coming out? So the dating one is coming out May 24th. I had this boyfriend whose sis is so possessive that she's dating my new crush. I love it always. Hold on a second, guys. I'll follow you into the dark. They were my junk mail. Yes, good. I was about to grab my laptop, see if I need to come resend your invoice for you with the links. Is it ever too early to discuss certain topics with a partner or potential partner? No, it is not. It is not. You should discuss them before you kiss. Guys, does anybody want a book walkthrough? Anybody want me to do a book walkthrough? Advice on dating while you're living with your parents. I don't have any different advice for that at all. If it's a huge struggle to love yourself and have confidence and feel good enough, come get coaching sessions because I do help people with this. Hard question. Finances usually or old flings destroy or new flings? What? Walk through. Yes, we got yeses. We got yeses for the book walkthroughs. Okay, we got some yeses for the book walkthroughs. So, here's my babies. So Comeback Queen, this baby right here. This is the book that's going to help you get over a breakup. This is the one that you want to read if you are still suffering from your last breakup, no matter how, if it was yesterday or if it was a year ago. You don't want to vomit your past pain into your next relationship. No More Assholes is the next step. You want to make sure your next partner is the right one. You want to make sure, seriously, when I say you want to make sure your next partner is the right one, you want to make sure you're done the dating roller coaster. If you're ready to get into a committed long-term relationship, make the next one the last one. Use a no kissing for 3 months dating rule. Know what you need to look for in a partner. Know what this person is looking for. Know how to date effectively and efficiently. I love efficiency, guys. Anybody who's worked with me knows I love efficiency. Once you find him, after the first kiss is the book you need to read next, because you have to transition into the reality phase. You may go into an insecurity phase. This drives a lot of partners apart because it creates a lot of fighting. So don't go into that phase. Don't fight over stupid things that you don't need to be fighting about. So guys, I'm all about getting in the relationship with the right person and having 0 fights in your relationship. It starts with setting the foundation right. Then you go in to fix that shit. This is the heavy duty stuff. This is the baggage that you bring with you. What if your crush is gassy? Then you fart together, my love. So we had bad experiences. We had parents that weren't good role models. We're the blind leading the blind. We don't know how to relationship properly. This is the book that's going to help you with that. So if there's any fighting or conflict in your relationship, go to Fix That Shit and fix that shit. Get the fighting done. Like I say, my husband and I, after 10 years of fighting, haven't fought for 5 years. It's so much better to not fight. Custom Made is the next book that you get if you are codependent, if you don't know what your purpose is, if you're upset because your partner doesn't spend all their time and attention on you. You need Custom Made because you're making your partner your purpose, because you don't know what your purpose is. We have a need to exercise our purpose. We are all here for a reason. If you're making your partner your reason, you're being dysfunctional. Your reason is something you're good at. It's a talent. So if you don't know what it is yet, then get Custom Made and figure it out. And then I also teach you how to make money from that. Dating 101 is the textbook that I wrote to get into high schools. Parents, get this for your teenagers. This is understanding the drives, behaviors, and emotions behind love. Fake Love Need Not Apply is a free book. You get this by hitting up the freebies button in the link tree in my bio. This is how to avoid posers, losers, scammers, and predators. If you hit that freebies button, I'm also going to give you worksheets, so for singles and for couples. So those books are about relationships. This one is about your life. God, guys, like seriously, I'm pretty sure my regulars are like lip syncing my book walkthrough at this point. So Say Yes to Goodness is understanding the 10 areas of your life that affect you and how to change your perspective so that you become happy. Look at this book. Look, it's so quick and easy, but it's so deep. It's super, super deep. I have people who buy 2 copies. Like they end up buying a second copy because they lent it out to someone and they didn't get it back and they want their copy. I'm listening to Fix That Shit audiobook. Yes, thank you for reminding me. So guys, you can get my books on Amazon or anywhere you buy books online. But the audiobook, I only have one right now. I'm working on No More Assholes. But Fix That Shit is an audiobook now. You can only get it through the link to my bio, not on Audible, because Audible wants it wants to pimp me out. It wants to take 70%, and I'm not down for that. Oh, this is so cute. Finding me too. You guys are awesome. Got a couple of people listening to Fix That Shit in audiobook now. I narrate it, by the way, so if you like my voice, I read it. Been on and off for 8 years. We both can't let go. What are we doing wrong? I don't know unless I do a coaching session with you. So if you want to get a coaching session, go to my bio, click on the link tree, click the one-on-one button, and you follow the instructions and you can book yourself in for a session. Guys, I just got hungry. We like that. Yeah, I fart with my husband all the time. My husband and I fart together all the time. Every day we fart together. I'm petting my dog and lip syncing your walkthrough. It's nice. That's so cute. So cute. How do we book a session with you? Go to my bio, click on the link tree, click the one-on-one button, and you can book yourself in for a session. I totally got it to work. Yay! On Chrome, not on Safari. Just FYI for anyone who bought the audiobook. Awesome. Thank you. I love that. We love your voice. You guys are awesome. I'm going to head out, my loves, because I just got the hunger pangs. And it's 12:47. Hubby's coming home now. And I'm going to make him some salsa guacamole. No, Michelle, you're so cute. So cute. I'm going to give you guys a chance to set yourself up to get a notification when I go live. I go live almost every single day, but I'm loosey-goosey on the time. So if you want a notification when I go live, click my picture here once or twice. You're going to get a pop-up. In the pop-up is a bell. Click on the bell. When you do that, say I just did. Also take a minute, go into your settings on TikTok and go into your notifications. I just had a session with this gem, my love. Totally recommend. I love you. Yum. Have fun. Awesome. Thanks. You're so welcome. I love you. Is that Samad? My beautiful Samad. So go into your settings on TikTok, go into your notifications, turn your notifications on for when I go live. Do hit up that link tree in my bio. You're going to find the one-on-one button to book yourself in for a session. There's a meditation resource button to get started on meditation. Do head over to my YouTube channel, go to my Let's Meditate playlist, go to track number 2, which is a 10-minute love signal. Listen to it every day with headphones. You are going to start relaxing, my loves. I do have a podcast. I just uploaded a new episode on my podcast. There's the most adorable couple on TikTok. I interviewed them. They're so super cute. I don't have discounted prices for my sessions. Unfortunately, my love, I don't, because I'm worth every penny. I'm underpriced. I am underpriced. I would make so much more money if I was less efficient. But I keep it at this price because I know it gives more of you an opportunity. So if you really want to do it, this is what